Vintage fashion show, and I'm speaking to, what is your name?
Juliana.
Juliana what?
Goitine.
Goitine. Now, I was wondering, I don't really know anything at all about Bakelite. Is Bakelite a kind of a car or cement, or what is Bakelite?
Bakelite is what's called a phenolic resin that in the 1930s was made into jewelry.
It was made jewelry? They make jewelry out of Bakelite?
Yes, not only jewelry, but the radios from the 1930s, where people would sit around the radio listening to Franklin, FDR, and so
wasn't he a president?
He was the president, yes. And
about when was that? When was he president?
1930s.
In the 50s or so?
1930s.
Oh, the 30s. What was going on in the 30s?
The Depression.
Oh, FDR was actually president during the Depression. Those chats that he used to have. What did they used to call those? There was the fireside chats.
Yes.
Wow.
Anyway, getting back to the Bakelite. So they did all kinds of jewelry. They did bangles for the arm. They did necklaces, earrings. And this particular one, black, is a very desirable color.
Oh, it's very desirable. Why is black such a desirable color?
I guess it's just the aesthetic, it's very rich.
So why don't you describe that? What's going on there? Since this black's
one
a little...
is carved. It's a very kind of an art
So it's carved? So it's not stamped or molded, it's carved?
Some are carved,
No, this one. No, this one
is carved.
How do you know it's carved?
I can feel it by the ridges.
And so because it is very decisive that you know that it's carved, where if it were stamped out it'd be smoother, is that how it goes?
Yes, and by being carved, the design is more intricate, not mass-produced the way many of them were. And a way to know, how do I know this is Bakelite? I call it the rubbing test.
The rubbing test?
And what I do is I rub it.
I have a lot of children watching this. Can you tell us about the rubbing test? Would I have any FCC problems here?
No.
Okay, what is the rubbing test about?
What you want to know if it's Bakelite, and the material has a distinct smell. It's a smell like it's a phenolic resin.
A phenolic resin.
And when you rub the object very
just like you're doing it now, you're rubbing it.
And I get friction to get heat.
So you get friction and heat.
And then I've been rubbing it with my thumb. And then I smell my thumb.
You smell also. So you rub it and you smell your thumb, and then what?
And then I have the resiny phenolic resin smell. And that tells me it is Bakelite. It's not lucite, which has no smell.
So lucite is odorless when you rub it that way?
Yes.
I see.
And so that indicates that it is Bakelite, because Bakelite, the resin, the phenolic resin, was made to duplicate tree resin.
Oh, so Bakelite is synthetic tree resin.
Yes. So it's less flammable than your celluloid.
So this celluloid,
which is flammable.
So this is flammable, but the Bakelite is not.
Right. And
so if I had a cigarette lighter, so I could take out my cigarette lighter right now, and we could...
I would not. That's not a way to test it. We test it by rubbing it. We don't want to burn it, because the burn will leave a mark. We don't want to scar the piece.
Oh, we don't want to scar it. Okay.
We don't want to mark it. We want it.
And so this piece, what year would you say this piece was made?
Probably 1935. In the early 30s.
Okay. And how much in hard cold cash would it take to get that piece from your hot little hands today?
Well, I would probably 120.
120. Okay. And what was your name again?
Juliana.
Juliana. And how could people reach you? We have a baby break here. Don't tell me right now. We'll wait till the baby emergency is gone.
Well, they can reach me by phone.
And what's your phone number? Uh-oh. Now we have... getting these things are a lot of... okay, so very slowly, what's your phone number?
Area code 323...
323...
493...
493...
3903. That's Los Angeles.
In Los Angeles.
Okay, I have a website, but it's a very long name.
Well, just tell me.
Not a website. I'll write it down.
No, don't write it down. Won't do any good. Just tell me what's the website.
No, it's not a website. It's my email.
Oh, okay. Email. Forget that. That will be too difficult.
Yeah,